Good evening. This is Robert with Book Talk. I would just like to give my review on this book I just finished by Rhonda McKnight, Righteous Ways. It's a Christmas story, and it's a very good Christmas story. It's actually about a young lady by the name of Sammy who doesn't like Christmas. She hates it. Matter of fact, and she's married to Mackay Johnson, very popular producer, and he is a good man. Um, she has a lot of issues she's dealing with. Her father actually left her when she was a young girl. When around Christmas, her mama moved in this man who she been sleeping with around the same time. So she felt like that her mother did that, and that's why her father couldn't come back for Christmas. And she just had a lot of resentment toward her mother. Her mother mistreated her. Don't get me wrong. She was very mean to her. She never told her she loved her. She never celebrated Christmas. She never had a Christmas tree. So she's now married to Makai, her husband, and he was brought up with all the love and the family and the Christmas tradition and all of that. So he's trying to get her into the Christmas spirit, and she's not feeling it. In the meanwhile, she's also about to go to prison. Well, not actually prison, jail, for stealing some drugs from a hospital. Um, and in the book, it says she wasn't supposed to have worked that night, and she wound up stealing drugs, and she stole the drugs for her mother, and she got caught, and she has to do a year in jail, and along with her jail sentence, she has to do community service. So she chose to go to the shelter and help. While she's at the shelter, she runs into a classmate, someone who she went to high school by the name of Darlene. She's standing there with her three kids. Not to mention, Darlene is pregnant, and she's almost close to having a baby. And this throws Sammy for a loop because she know Darlene so well in school, and she married her husband, which his name is Chris. He was in the military in the army, and he gets out of the army prior to a year all this is taking place, and he goes to Chicago to his uncle's funeral, and while he's there in Chicago, he's go to the grocery store, and he's going into the excuse me, he's going back in the house with his groceries, and he gets shot and killed. And a lot of things take place throughout this book that I can relate to personally with family issues and everything, but I just want to say it was a great book. This is not my first book I read by her. If you really want to get to know Miss Rhonda McKnight, she also have an awesome book by the name of Inconvenient Friend, who was introduced to me by a good friend of mine, Kim Woodson, and ex-co-worker and a dear friend of mine who I miss. And I'd like to say thank you, Kim, for introducing me to Rhonda McKnight. And this book here is a Christmas book, but it also leads into another book, Shame on Me, which was supposed to be already out. I don't know what the issue is, why it's not out yet, but it was a very good read. And oh, by the way, Inconvenient Friend, please get that book. It is a very good book. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for you here on Amazon. Give me a minute, please. This is my second Christmas book I have read. And I started this, The Righteous Way book. I started that book Friday, I do believe. And I finished it earlier this afternoon. And I just couldn't wait to get home to give my review on it. But this is Inconvenient Friend. This right here is a real good book. It's on Amazon for all your Kindle readers. Diana, Jocelyn, and Natasha Potts. Just to name a few of my Twisted Family if you want to get it. It's on Amazon Kindles, $4.99. And it's also has a sequel, which is What Kind of Fool. This was a great series here also too. So I guess you could say that's my third book. I've read three books by her. But I would just like to say, if anyone know if another Christmas story, because I don't know why I'm just normally I read one Christmas book around Christmas 1 to 2, but for some reason I went through those first two books so quick. I'm really up to read another Christmas story. So if you have any recommendation for a Christmas book, please send me a message on Facebook. I'll post up under this video. But I'm about to sign off. But this is Robert with Book Talk. Until next time, have a good evening. Bye.